Welcome back to Daredevil Born Again. This is Season 1, Episode 8, Isle of Joy. Last time, the only thing I remember was that Muse kidnapped Heather? Right, that's her name. Daredevil's girlfriend, Matt's girlfriend. And then, Matt obviously came in. She ended up killing him. And they had a little discussion at the end about the trauma of that. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what else happened that episode. I know Bullseye's in this one. This is the penultimate. Very excited to see where we go. So let's just jump into this and see what happens. Am I watching the right show? Hey!
You know I'm ESH, right? Until my appeal.
We know.
Enhanced supervision. All these new terms. We used to just call it cop snitches and psychos. Welcome to Gen Pop, Agent Poindexter.
Okay, interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Not even a guess. I don't have the mental faculties right now to be speculating.
I think I'm finally starting to understand how that violence, it just transfers from Daredevil to Muse to me.
I'm sure you could put Muse and Daredevil in the same category.
I'm not so sure that you can.
Tried to kill you, Daredevil saved you.
I saved me. They were both out there for themselves.
Who is it? Oh.
Mr. Murdoch.
Oh, is he gonna show her Adam? The hell? I don't know what's going on right now.
Both of you, please. I swear to God, I swear to God.
Shut up! I can't.
Wanted me to deliver this to you personally, along with his deepest admiration for your strength and courage.
Matt, move out the fucking way. Let him have a
He is a
conversation.
municipal treasure.
Where's exactly? Hold on a second. How did you or Mayor Fisk know she was staying here?
The man cares deeply about this city and its citizens.
It's true, actually. That's true. Good. Never mind.
Just let me go.
Oh, a key and a gun. It's your choice. Free him or kill him. Or free him.
Why wouldn't I?
Because he is trying to co-opt your story. He wants to use your trauma to boost his narrative.
If his narrative is that vigilantes are dangerous, then he's
Heather,
got my vote.
you must see he's trying to use you.
And guests.
Yeah, okay, great.
Please.
Yep, there it is. These two. I can't let them.
What about him?
I just got a call from one of my former colleagues at the Southern District. He was moved from protective custody 2 days ago and released into Gen Pop.
Great.
Mayor Fisk. Come on.
What is his game?
I'm sorry, sir. I just...
It's Deputy Mayor for Communications.
No way.
Excuse me, sir.
What?
Work closely with the city council. Make sure they turn a listening ear to our agenda.
God. What is happening?
You too, black lady, blind dude. I like the optics.
Ah.
Say that again. Is he serious? Oh, I'm serious.
Oh.
There's no way that I would knowingly defraud them.
Bullshit.
Matt?
Mr. Madison, you do whatever the hell you want to in this world, all right? You go with grace, you find your way. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to defend you. It is against the law for my partner and I to put a client on the stand when we know they are lying. And you, my friend, are lying with every breath you take. Why don't you let us know when you want to make a plea deal? We're not serving justice here, we're babysitting chaos. This, us, what we do, it feels useless.
She's like, damn it, I have to clean all his stupid mess. Oh, Josie's. Really trying not to be negative.
Come in.
Aww. Cute. A lot of these shots just look CG, and I don't like it. Like, it looks like they're standing in front of green screens.
You have to accept that Poindexter was just trying to settle an old score with
No.
Foggy and
He was a
Karen
pawn of
and
Fisk.
There's more to it than that.
What does this have to do with anything? What are the dots being connected?
His case with dumb betting.
Matt, I am really trying to understand you.
He knew he was gonna win and somebody silenced him.
Win what? What case? What are you talking? Well, you wanted to speak with me. Here I am.
I respect you. Shut your mouth. How much you respect? Why does Fisk want you dead? Did he hire you to kill Foggy now?
Night near, I might never be able to answer that for you.
Oh, sweetheart, what do you want? What do you want me to do? You want me to get you out? You want me to file an appeal?
God.
You know, in another life, you might be defending me. I can tell you, but I need to be outside.
I don't trust you.
Oh.
Hey, guard! He started smashing his face against the table. Thank you.
Don't they have cameras in here?
You.
This seems like a terrible place to be. I'm sorry.
I don't know, I was really worried about us and whether we were going to be on the same side or not. I say,
Now I know we're
so
not.
much anymore.
Oh.
I gotta go talk to someone.
But it best not to offend him.
And where is your better half Arthur tonight?
I don't know.
The fuck? Oh, she looks nice.
Hey, it's me again.
Ah! Why is it like a fucking safe door opening for them?
That should do it. He's done.
What's he doing with his teeth?
Stitches should come off.
What? No. Don't tell me he fucking broke a tooth out. He's gonna use that, bitch. Please, please. So stupid. How did he do that? Oh my god. Now what? What is his goal now? He's just gonna be perpetual the fall guy for Fisk? Yeah? God. Don't they have like ID badges and shit? Come on. The security system sucks, dude. Wasn't he on the raft? No, I don't think he was he? Jeez. What is this all building up to, dude? I just don't understand. Oh, okay. I don't understand what's his face's involvement here. Bullseye, you know? Is he still acting on Fisk's orders here? Or is he just making a run for it? What are you doing, Matt? God.
Out on me, disappearing physically and emotionally.
Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh my god, you're not even listening to me, are you?
Yes, I am.
What did I say?
I'm glad we get a chance to talk.
Matt! Oh my god.
Shall I call you swordsman? Or vigilante?
Oh.
I know my rights.
Oh, yeah? Very good. Me too. Let me read it. All the time. What are you wiping your own ass for the rest of your life?
Officer Powell!
Oh my god. Jeez.
Okay, that works for me.
I just don't get how these two linked up like that, you know? They don't seem like they're friends at all.
You working tonight?
I don't know. Are you?
And did you become Fisk's Minister of Propaganda?
Oh.
Right about the time you became head of his SS, I figured.
No. Do you know that Wilson Fisk was the main suspect in your uncle's murder?
Yeah. Not everything I write is under my name.
Ooh.
You know,
Oh no. You turn your ass away.
files on every crook with a badge that Fisk calls his task force.
Oh god. I just don't understand this dynamic here. Oh, has he seen Matt yet? I don't know. He's about to. Oh. Vanessa has. Oh.
Darling.
Oh. God, if Bullseye comes in right now, it'd be such like a callback, an echo to the, you know, the last time they were at a fancy gathering here. What's up with this Cold North dude?
He is a monster. You're not safe. No one is safe until this is done. And I'm not running anymore.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to lead.
Oh, sir. What is happening? So it was a backfire, it sounds like. Oh, he's here. It was a backfire. Okay, I think they were trying to get rid of him and Gen Pop, but backfired. Hey! God. She put him in
away.
Gen Pop?
She was in charge. It was her. She did it.
No.
I'm so sorry. Mind if I cut in?
I know it was you.
He killed. She.
Foggy kills.
Yeah.
Boyfriend.
Oh my God.
You know, it's been
The way she's in white and Vanessa's in red, like Daredevil. Oh. The costuming. How did he get a gun? Who let him have a gun? Oh God, I just saw that body there. He's going after Fisk, right? Like he's gonna kill anybody, but like who is he trying to get?
Did he know you had Foggy killed?
Does Heather know you're Daredevil?
Have you ever wondered why
Oh.
Mr. Murdoch has a thing for vigilantes?
She said,
Doctor?
You.
oh, the widening. I love them playing with the aspect ratio. Who is he aiming for? I think he's going for Fisk, right? That only makes sense. Oh my God. What? That's the craziest play I could have done. I like what? He took the bullet? That was like a really, that was like a rifle shot too. Jeez. Oh my God. A part of me really was thinking, you know, it's already Thursday. To put some behind the scenes here. It's already Thursday. This episode came out on Tuesday. I was thinking I might as well just wait until next week and do a double. Just binge the rest of the season. And I'm feeling a little bit like I should have done that with that cliffhanger ending here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry if I didn't have a lot to say this episode. But I think it really did pick up as the episode went on. And I hate to say it, but I think I feel like some of this the first bit of this episode was the side characters from the pre-shoots, and you know I don't want to say the correlation is causation, but I mean okay, I'm still trying to piece together. Maybe I just don't understand what happened necessarily, but okay, so Foggy was doing some sort of court case. He was pre-celebrating or whatever. So Vanessa put the hit out to kill him so that the case could be won by the other party. But why? Like, what is so important about this case? You know, maybe I missed it because there was so much jargon in the first episode and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, what's the importance of this case they keep talking about? Why did Foggy have to die for it? I don't even know where to... I'm just scrubbing through the episode trying to think talking points here. I did like... sorry. The ball, you know, the whole gala event was a really nice setting, backdrop. You know, I don't want to say it was a scene because it was like a good almost half the episode. But I really like all that stuff. Yeah, just Matt going on his little vengeance spree. Did they recast Josie? She just looks a bit different. Maybe she's just older. Or they did her hair and makeup a little bit differently. So I think Dex. So yeah, and then maybe Fisk did put Dex back in a Gen Pop, or Vanessa did to... No, they said it was from the mayor's office, so it must have been Fisk, right? Wilson. So yeah, the initial onset was Vanessa, but then once he was in jail, Fisk was like, we need to put wraps on him. He's bad news. Let's put him in Gen Pop. Hopefully he'll die there, right? That's the idea. Dex had his own plan. He's like, I'm going to call Matt here. That's why he said thank you at the end. I was like, what do you mean thank you? You know, I thought it was just like this little tense standoff and just like sarcastic thank you. But no, he wanted to get Matt there, rile him up somehow. You know, he busted his tooth loose, basically, which was all he needed. It's stupid, but it's also the kind of comic book fantastical shit that I love. And, you know, I like that they're keeping him grounded enough, but they're putting in hints of, like, he's got some superpower, basically. You know, it does make it feel more comic booky, especially, that's one thing I'll say. You know, I didn't really like, so far this season, the way they're visualizing Matt's powers of his super hearing and everything. I liked it better when it was like the heat signatures from the original show, or I don't know. It was a stylistic choice of how they're using his powers, and I didn't really appreciate it. But what I do like about it is that they are playing up the fact that he is super powered. You know, he's not just... Obviously, in the original show, they do too. He is superpowered, obviously, and we, you know, just because of the fact that he's blind, so like the fact that he's able to fight and everything. But you just kind of forget that a lot, I think. Whereas here, they're very intentionally showing like, hey, he's got super hearing, and Dex apparently has some sort of superpowers as well. You know, they're just kind of playing at the fantastical element to it, and I like that. Yeah, busted his tooth. Which is all he needed to break out of jail. And now Dex is on a warpath because he obviously hates Fisk for what happened in season 3. He wants his revenge. I don't get why he didn't just keep shooting. You know, he took one shot at Matt and that was it. I feel like he could have done another shot or something. But hey, you know, it's building what's the word? Excitement, tension, all that kind of shit, suspense for the next and last episode of the season. Matt with Heather here, it sucks. Like, they're gonna break up, right? But it just reiterates the point of, you know, he's self-destructing with his relationships. You know, I think all of his relationships, it's this toxicity, and he can't... You know, I think for the show, him and Elektra was not a great relationship. They kind of tried to make it by season 2, the end of season 2, a thing of like, no, they are soulmates here. And even the Defenders, just the way they wrote Elektra specifically, I didn't like that. But having read the comics now and being, you know, from that angle, I really do think him and Elektra are probably the best for each other because they know each other. It's the same way that Fisk and Vanessa are so great in this show. It's because they are you know, there are no secrets, and we saw here in the first scene where he's telling her, I mean, not the first scene, but whatever, early on in the episode, he shows her Adam, and, you know, he gives her the choice of like, I told you I wouldn't kill him, but here you can either let him out or you can let him out. So I like that, you know, for as fucked up and dark and evil as they are, they match each other's freak, you know, to put it into current terminology. Whereas Matt, he doesn't have that relationship with anybody. You know, he has a lot of different relationships and a lot of, you know, temporary ones. And even like with Karen, you know, who I like him and Karen to an extent. I really liked him and Claire, to be honest, back in season 1, but I know it wasn't a long-term thing. But, you know, he just doesn't know how to trust other people. And open up to them in certain ways. I don't think Heather was the right person, and I mentioned last episode, by the time that he maybe could have locked down and like saved that relationship by telling her about Daredevil, I think it was too late. So it's obviously it's still too late. I think I'm surprised how much she is like staying by him still. Obviously here when he gets shot, yes, that's a crazy situation, and I understand that part, but like him babbling on about like Fisk is after us and we he's only using you to get to me, I would have left by then. Like that's some crazy shit. I've been like, okay, goodbye Matt, I'm leaving. Don't contact me. I'm gonna just put my things in a bag. So I'll give her credit, she is trying. But it's like, why what part of her is wanting to hold on to this still? So all that to say, I do think that the big flaw in his it's a thing of trust. He doesn't trust anybody, and I'm not saying that he needs everybody he's close to be doing like Daredevil shit with him, but he needs to at least have that. I don't know. Like, I get why. I'm thinking I'm kind of backtracking here a little bit. I get why superheroes have secret identities and all that stuff. Protect them, but also it's just a trust thing in itself, because if you tell everybody that you're close to, hey, I'm Batman or I'm Daredevil or whatever, obviously one of them, or not everybody is gonna keep that secret for you, right? Even if they're just some normal person, they're probably gonna either break under pressure or feel betrayed at one point and give you up. So I understand all that, but he could have at least hinted at it or told her in some other way, like, hey, sorry, I've got like, since I lost my eyes, I've got this really strong hearing sense, so sometimes I'll just zone out because I can't pay attention to what's in front of me. I'm hearing something else on the other side, something far away, right? You could say something like that. That's not saying I'm Daredevil, I'm going around fighting crime and shit, but it's just saying like, hey, if I ever seem distant, it's because of X, but all he does is just like, oh, I'm fine, I think it could have gone a long way just by giving her enough information, but no, he's just like full on going cuckoo bonanza here. The cop brutality angle and BB with this police chief, commissioner, whoever he is, I like that. I hope we get to either continue into season 2 or get some resolution next episode. I feel like next episode is just going to be focused on, I mean, obviously Matt is shot and he's like down for the count, so I feel like we're going to be very much in the moment here where we're at this party. I mean, like, I guess there could be a time skip of some sort of like recovery period, but I just feel like Dex is out, all the main players are here. It just feels like something's going to go down here. So that's why I'm like thinking this BB, subplot about her having aliases, writing. I do like her character and I like what they're doing with her. It's just, again, I think too many characters being introduced in this season. I don't know if they are part of the original script or if they're part of the reshoot stuff. I say they because I mean Daniel from Fisk's aide Daniel, and then BB. Again, I don't know how much they were initially involved with the show, but I think they are interesting characters. Killing off Ben Urich was, again, having read some more Marvel comics and like understanding how prevalent and prominent of a character he is, it was kind of a mess up to kill him off in the first season. So I like that they're kind of rectifying that by introducing a successor. Having BB here doing the news and trying to get the truth out. I like that stuff. But at the same time, there is just so much other shit going on that it's like, as much as I like her character, it's kind of secondary to everything else. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but yeah, there's too many things going on in this show at times that it's hard to enjoy. to the fullest of what they're doing. I said during the episode, but I just really want to reiterate, I love the costuming choices for our two couples here. So we got Fisk in white, classic, and everything that represents there. And then it doesn't really make sense why Heather is in white until we get to see, I mean, other than, again, white means purity and all that stuff, innocence. But once they switch dance partners, okay, I'm jumping ahead. We got Vanessa in red, lady in red trope, the seductress, all that kind of stuff. So once we switch dance partners, Matt's dancing with Vanessa. I really like that smart costuming choice. Like, yes, it still also has that meaning about, lady in red, but she is mirroring Matt's Daredevil persona. And I liked her little quip there of like, does Heather know about you being Daredevil? She just corrects his bow tie. It's crazy to think Vanessa wasn't even part of the original show. Like, how such a great character, and the actress putting together such a great performance too to elevate. She is a threat. I just love the way she plays it. But yeah, just the costuming again. Her mirroring Matt, and then we have Heather mirroring Fisk, with both being the white. Kind of hinting at maybe she is going to switch sides, or be tempted by Fisk somehow, to at least be on his side. So just such a smart choice there. And I did like the lighting choices too. It adds that fantastical element with Dex, the sort of, I think it was like blue hue. Oh, and I didn't even notice it at first, but yeah. So when Dex first enters Gen Pop, he's standing there. You hear the buzzing. They're picking up from that from season 3, where he'd always get that buzzing when he's like stressed out. But I did like the lighting. I don't remember if this is from season 3 or not, but whenever he's in that sort of zone, the blue lights in the scene kind of like amplifies this blue light ray. Similar thing happens when he kills the doctor and the guard. And then I think it even happens here when he's standing over his sniper perch. Yeah, just some nice little stylistic things with the lighting at tense scenes. It really does help. I mean, I won't say it's comic book like, but it is reminiscent of like stylistic choices in comic books, where you get like a splash page, or you get this tension building with a couple panels of the same thing, but like just minor tweaks to what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gushing, but I also like, I just want to reiterate, there is so much good stuff for what the show could have been. And, the Frankenstein nature of this, just want to reiterate that. It's really cool how they've managed to make a great story. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's not on the level of like season 3, but it is still enjoyable for what it is. I'm gonna stop talking. Very enjoyable episode. Can't wait to see where we go. How the season wraps up. I think my big question that I want to get answered by the end of this is why. And again, maybe I just wasn't paying attention originally, but what was so important about Foggy losing the case at the beginning of the season? What was that whole thing about? Because I think that really throws a wrench into the whole premise of what Fisk was doing. Because my first thought was, okay, Wilson sent Bullseye to go kill Foggy, and it was a long con by him to do this anti-task force or anti-vigilante task force, right? Setting up Bullseye as the fall guy for being a vigilante. Like, this is why we need to have these strict laws in place, because people like Bullseye are going on murder sprees. But now they're building up a story about how whatever Foggy's case was going on, Vanessa didn't want that to happen. So she sent out Bullseye as just a regular hitman to kill Foggy, so that the case would be won, and the opposite, their defense attorney, so the prosecution but like, what is that further for Vanessa then? And Fisk just co-opted the story basically. He didn't actually plan this. So I really hope we get to unravel that sort of opposing forces of Vanessa and Wilson. But we'll see. I don't know. Again, we have one episode left, so I'm scared of, like, I don't know what we're gonna do. what is gonna happen in this episode? Thanks for watching. Thoughts on the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.